We are currently living in the information age, and for our kids, that means they will be spending a lot of their time on the computer. And while the computer offers a lot of important, helpful, and free information, it can also be an avenue for some harmful information. Here to help protect our children from harmful online content is Dr. Russell Sabella. Good morning, Dr.
Good morning.
Russell.
Thank you.
So this is interesting because I do think these days there are some kids that know a lot more about the computers and the technology than their own parents.
Absolutely. And you know, that is the amazing part. As I've worked with parents across the country, what I've discovered time and again is that in virtually all households, the kids are the experts and the parents are the novices when it comes to technology. But yet, our parents are outfitting their kids with all of these amazing gadgets, gaming devices and cell phones and computers without really understanding what it is that they are capable of doing with those gadgets.
How nervous does this make you? I mean, what are your thoughts on all this? And I can only imagine as we continue on this path that unfortunately, as with the good comes the bad.
Yes, and that's a really good point because the internet and all of this technology is not inherently evil. These are all just tools, and in fact, these are tools that are helping kids leverage some amazing power to help them achieve and succeed. But these are tools that can also be used irresponsibly. And so I do get nervous as a parent of two boys, 17 and 11, who are right in the middle of all this. You know, I know that parenting right now is harder than it's ever been before. There are more bases to cover because of technology.
Yeah. So let's talk about the importance then of blocking some of that. Again, it's not all harmful, but there is certainly enough of that harmful content online. How can we stop it?
Well, you know, what parents have to realize is that originally the internet was never designed for kids. It started out as a military application. After a while, business and industry, research, universities got a hold of it. And then eventually it made its way into education and entertainment. It didn't take very long after it was released to our communities that business and industry, especially the adult entertainment business, looked at this as a new way to reach new markets and deliver. Now, unfortunately, unlike our real world terrain, where we have rules and we have road signs and we have places where we know kids are not supposed to be and where adults can be, that's not true on the internet. There are no road signs. There are no fences that say, you underage folks stay over here, and if you're 18 or over, you can, you know, come over to this space. So that doesn't exist. The other issue is that the internet is still a very much unregulated place.
Yeah.
There are a lot of things that are available to children that legally are there lawfully, but yet people have been irresponsible. They're inappropriate for children. And I'm not just talking pornography. There are things that have been put up on the internet that promote the very things that you and I are trying to confront. Things like suicide, eating disorders. There are sites dedicated to thinspiration, helping kids maintain unhealthy eating habits. There are many sites that promote racism and hate. Self-injury. There are cutting clubs online. So the list of inappropriate content is quite comprehensive.
Well, let's give some solutions here, because we hate to paint such a, but that is the truth about it. So there's got to be something. You have some free websites.
Absolutely.
So let's go ahead. We have some graphics of these and explain what these are and what parents can do.
Well, one of the first things that people can do is use technology to help block some of this inappropriate content. One of the free websites that is gaining in popularity is OpenDNS. This has some great features. Parents can go online, and this is free. They go to OpenDNS.com. And actually, this is not even an installation. They get to just quickly change some numbers on their computer, and they get to also determine the level of blocking, different categories of inappropriate content. They can customize the level of blocking. They can add things that should always be blocked or perhaps never should be blocked. What I like about OpenDNS too is that you can set it up for your entire home if you have a router. So you can change some settings at the router level, and all of the computers that connect to your router in your home will also have that mechanism in place.
Let's go to number 2. We're running out of time, so we want to make sure that we get through these.
This is a free program called K9, and this is both blocking and filtering software. This is what you would install on each of the computers in your home.
Is it K9.com? How do parents find
You know,
this?
I would say Google
Okay.
K9 Web Protection, and they'll
Okay.
go right to the site.
Perfect.
But this also has some of those customization features like OpenDNS, and I would recommend to parents that they do both. The combination of OpenDNS and K9 together, I know helps me sleep better at night.
Oh, I'm sure. And then the last one.
My newest website is guardingkids.com, and so here parents can learn more about different ways to to secure their gadgets and computers in their homes, to block and filter inappropriate content from their kids.
Well, thank you for giving us some solutions in this
Yes.
crazy world. Again, which it's not all bad, but there's enough of it out there where parents need to know on ways how to protect their kids on the internet. Thank you so much,
You're
Dr.
welcome.
Savella.
You're welcome.
All right, let's send it over to Bill.